If you've recently visited Popeyes, you might have observed some significant changes to their menu. While many of these updates are positive, it's important to acknowledge that not all changes are welcome. Occasionally, restaurants decide to remove beloved cult favorites for reasons that may not always be clear. This trend of losing unique menu items is happening everywhere, not just at Popeyes. It's particularly disappointing with Popeyes given their historically flavorful and unique offerings. Recently, it seems they've been leaning more towards mainstream options, sacrificing some of their distinct character. Being from Louisiana, embracing that heritage is part of what makes them special. While there are some delicious new dishes, it's still disheartening to see old favorites disappear. Popeyes has undeniably been successful, experiencing rapid growth and securing its place as one of the top 3 chicken chains in the United States, right behind Chick-fil-A and KFC. It's clear their strategy is paying off. However, there are 12 menu items that I truly miss from Popeyes, and the first one is particularly heartbreaking. If you visited Louisiana, there's a good chance you've enjoyed one of their famous Cajun dishes, the shrimp po' boy. With its combination of baguette, shrimp, zesty sauce, lettuce, and tomato, it closely resembles the perfect fried sandwich. As a Louisiana-based chain, Popeyes once offered a chicken po' boy, though it is no longer on the menu. Onion rings seem like a natural fit for any fast food chain's menu, as well-made onion rings can really attract customers. Popeyes had quite a reputation for their tasty onion rings. It's unfortunate that they're no longer available, although the fries still offer a decent alternative. I wasn't particularly fond of the blackened chicken sandwich, as I tried it twice, and both times found it to taste a bit burned. However, many Popeyes fans really loved it. Unfortunately, this popular dish has been discontinued. Cajun rice was a standout side dish that set Popeyes apart from other fast food options. It had an incredible spice that many loved. Unfortunately, it seems it didn't sell well enough to stay on the menu. Now we have more common sides like mac and cheese, fries, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and red beans and rice. It's puzzling how a Louisiana-based restaurant could drop both po' boys and jambalaya from their menu. Popeye's jambalaya was really delightful, especially on a chilly winter day. It seems the desire to conform to mainstream offerings was just too compelling, which is quite unfortunate. Here's a little confession. I never got around to trying the chicken wraps, though many of my friends absolutely loved them. If you check online, you'll find numerous Reddit forums filled with people lamenting their disappearance. Interestingly, if you visit a Popeyes in Poland, you can still enjoy a bacon and BBQ wrap, which is a nice alternative. These were a limited-time menu item, and we always knew we'd eventually have to say goodbye. However, they were truly exceptional. The shrimp were coated in a batter reminiscent of hush puppies, providing a subtle sweetness typically associated with them. At the same time, the shrimp themselves carried a slight kick of spice. Paired with the Creole cocktail sauce, the combination was simply perfection. This was another limited-time deal, so we anticipated that it wouldn't last forever. While the Zatarain's shrimp themselves were delicious, the real standout was undoubtedly the lemon garlic sauce. Does anyone have a good recipe for it? Green beans are straightforward and beloved by many. They are certainly missed by numerous die-hard fans. The Mardi Gras cheesecake was a unique and exciting addition to the menu, which, unfortunately, was discontinued around 2019. This dessert featured a slice of cheesecake with a graham cracker crust that included nutmeg and ginger, providing a delightful and strong contrast in flavors. The cheesecake was also adorned with yellow, purple, and green sprinkles, reminiscent of a king cake. It was another enjoyable element of Popeye's Louisiana heritage that is no longer available. I really enjoyed the chicken bowls from Popeyes, which included the Big Easy and a jambalaya bowl. They were absolutely delicious. The concept was straightforward: pulled chicken, Cajun gravy, red beans and rice, shredded cheese, and parsley. It was one of those dishes that offered great value, providing a filling and balanced meal for a surprisingly low cost. This was truly one of Popeye's most innovative creations. We're all familiar with the classic combination of chicken and waffles, but imagine combining them into a single, delightful dish. Popeyes achieved this by taking boneless chicken strips, coating them in waffle batter, and deep frying them to perfection. Paired with a honey maple dipping sauce, this dish offered a near-perfect blend of sweet and salty flavors. I don't think it's necessary to delve into too much detail here. Garlic butter shrimp naturally hits the mark with its combination of garlic and butter that perfectly complements seafood. It's a distinct departure from the typically spice-focused flavors that Popeyes is known for. That concludes our look at 12 fantastic foods that have disappeared from the Popeyes menu, likely for good. The most unfortunate aspect is, what do you think? Leave us a comment to let us know. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to The Coconut Mama on YouTube at youtube.com/@thecoconutmama for more.